All right, everybody, what is going on? It is Sunday right now, March 2nd, and the anniversary is going to be wrapping up soon. I think tonight we should be getting the data download or maybe the reveal, possibly for either the EX part and or the next Dokkan Fest character coming out for March. We do have, typically 2 Dokkan Fests that come out in March. We get the one that comes out right at the beginning during this first week. Then we usually get one that comes out on around the 18th for Saiyan Day. If you guys don't know, March 18th is considered Saiyan Day. I believe it has something to do with basically the words that make up the word Saiyan, kind of lines up with 318 or something like that. Anyway, but before that all happens, I did want to kind of go through a guide here and just kind of talk about everything you guys should get done before the anniversary officially comes to a close. That's what this guide is going to be right here. Just going over some of the things that are going to be going away and then not returning for a while, at least presumably. So the first thing that I do want to talk about is, of course, the currency. As you guys know, we do have the 10th anniversary coins. If you have not done your Purunga missions, be sure to get those done. I'm sure this is a high priority for most people, so I'm sure they have already gotten this stone and selected your character from the list right here. But if you have not, be sure to go to the team screen right here and then go to Shinron, and then you'll see Purunga right here. And if you click on the Dragon Balls, it'll show you how to get these, and then you can summon him and be able to get that stone. There's only 3 wishes that you can make from Purunga, so you can't miss it. As soon as you get all 7 Dragon Balls, be sure to make that wish, summon him, get that thing, and then go pick your free character from the shop. If you are wondering who to pick, I would definitely recommend Vegito as my #1 pick, so that's going to be the Tech Goku right here. After that, I would say get Gogeta, and then beyond that, just kind of pick the next character that you want. If you want the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he works great with the LR Super Saiyan 4, so he's a really good pickup. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is a pretty consistent unit, and he fits on a lot of teams, so he could be a pretty good pickup. And then just after that, just pick up whoever you don't have from the anniversary, whoever you want. If you're looking for a TUR because you got everybody from the celebration, I would say Glorio's a good pick. Mine isn't here because that's actually who I picked. He would be right next to the Daima Goku right here. But Glorio's a really good pickup. If you don't have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, I think a lot of people, this was probably the most picked character, at least that I saw. What was the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So, if you're looking for who exactly to pick, it's just going to be a personal choice, whoever you think is the best. Just kind of go for it. After that, if you did go to the shop, you had to buy this LR Premium Dragonstone right here from the shop. But if you did buy this, make sure you pick up your free character. I will not be spending it because I do already have all of these characters rainbowed, so there's really no value here for me from picking from it. If I were you, I would just pick up Beast Gohan if you don't have him. Beyond that, just pick a character that you don't have. I would not pick up dupes with this stone. Just be sure to prioritize characters that you do not have. Even a character like Cooler now is probably, these 2 characters right here potentially could be up for their EZA this year, so those could be good pickups. Same thing with these 2 and Vegeta and Trunks. All these characters potentially could be up for EZAs this year, so be on the lookout for that. I think Golden Frieza, he's also up for an EZA now, so he could be a pretty good pickup. These 2 EZA during the celebration, if you don't have them, again, Grade 8 Vegeta's a really good pickup. These 2 also EZA during the celebration, fantastic pickups if you do not have them. Competing for the top spot in the game, of course. These are all really, really good choices. Really, these 3, these are probably the best possible choices that you can get from the banner, are these 3 right here, and then Beast. So that's the top 4 who I would prioritize with this. Same thing with this purple Dragonstone. You had to buy this one. Not really great pickups here, so just pick up, whoever you think you're going to get the most value out of. That's what I would recommend with this. There's these 2 are pretty good, in terms of EZAs, but overall, this stone right here, just pick up whoever you don't have. These guys, we might be getting their EZA info tonight, potentially. I think there is a good chance that we see their EZA info tonight, so, maybe wait and see, just a few more days, because you're not on a huge timer to get these spent. But if you did buy these, make sure you spend them if you have characters that you can pick up here. Now, the Redstone, this one will apply to everybody, so again, like I've said, be sure to pick up characters that you just don't have. Prioritize that first. Beyond that, just pick up dupes of characters that you want. These 2 just got their EZAs, and they're really powerful characters. These 2 aren't quite as good as they were whenever they first got their EZAs, but I think they still can provide you value in certain missions, as long as there's not AoEs or anything like that. these guys are pretty safe, like slot 3 dodging units for the most part. So if you wanted to pick them up, and, you know, you're going to take them into fights with no dodge canceling or no AoEs, I think these two are pretty good pickups. Again, this Goku and this Vegeta, they're really good. Beyond that, just pick up characters, again, that you don't have. There's a lot of choices to pick from here. I would probably recommend, though, honestly, the Super EZA characters down here. Did I go too far? I might have gone too far, because we're in, like, LRs. Yeah, here we go. So I'd probably recommend picking up, like, one of these Super EZA characters. Like, if you don't have Buhan, be sure that you pick up, like, Buhan down here. Right there. So, yeah, be sure to pick this guy up. He is absolutely insane. Probably still the best TUR in the game at the moment. Texel is right there behind him, though. He's still also very, very, very good. You know, if there's any of these really old characters down here that you don't have, these are probably the characters that I would recommend picking up, or the ones just down here. They don't return on banners too often anymore. You know, if, like, you don't have this physical Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, maybe just pick him up now, and I have to imagine that his Super EZA is going to be crazy. Maybe. I mean, this guy's AGL Vegito's wasn't the craziest. I still think he's good. I think some people in the community underrate him a little bit. Like, I really had no huge issues running that guy ever. But yeah, definitely pick up, like, one of these old characters down here that you don't have. I don't think it's impossible that in the EX part we see these guys EX, or, like, Super EZA as well. I think that is potentially a possibility. But yeah, I would definitely just recommend one of these really old characters down here, or something that you don't have. You know, maybe this guy's gonna Super EZA for Saiyan Day. I think that's a pretty good possibility. But yeah, this is what I would recommend down here, is just one of these old characters. Next up, we do have the coins. So nothing here that you really need to grab too much. If you don't have any of these old collectible characters, I like to pick them up just so that they're in my box. But remember that there are a lot of free resources that you can get with these coins right here. There's Kais, there's hidden potential orbs, just all this sort of stuff. I would not recommend, like, any of these medals. Like, do not spend it on the Supreme Kai medals, the Elder Kai medals, the hourglasses, the training items. I would not spend it on any of these things, or the Zenny. Definitely do not spend it on the Zenny. Honestly, or even, like, these items right here. I would just say hidden potential orbs if you wanted to grab those, because you're, like, low on a certain type. I think there was, like, meat in here. I might have already bought it out personally. So, you know, like, meat's a good pickup from in here if you are missing some of that. And then beyond that, just maybe grab, like, the collectible cards that you don't have, just so that they're in your collection. But, you know, other than that, there's not, like, huge missable things. The Kais are probably the most valuable. In order to get all of them, you're going to need, I believe, 300. You're going to need 300 coins in order to get all of the Kais out of the shop. And as you can see, we have, you know, almost 700, and I think I've spent some, so be sure to spend those. If you did the anniversary warm-up missions, be sure to spend these coins as well. I'm sure most of you already have at this point, but if you haven't, be sure to pick these up. You know, the stones are obviously very good. If you want some of these limited edition items that, you know, aren't probably going to come back ever again, or maybe they won't come back until next year, you know, be sure to pick these up. There's just some rare items in here, dragon stones, things like that. The burst mode coins, we don't really need to worry about this too much. There's nothing in here that's, like, ever worth buying, honestly. These equips are all really, really bad. I don't know why they make this coin shop just terrible, but, you know, we don't really need to worry about that. Beyond that, make sure that you buy everything out of this shop right here, the reward ticket shop. This is what you get for completing the Dokkan Chronicles stages. If you have not completed that, go to the event tab right up here as soon as your game loads. Head on over to the challenge tab, again, as soon as the game loads. And then you will be able to find the Dokkan Chronicles right here. This is the stage that drops those little slips, and you can pick up a bunch of rare and removed cards from the game. You can pick up a bunch of really good equipments and rewards and things like that, so be sure to grab these. If you're looking for the easiest stage to farm, it's definitely just the first year stage. Hop in here with some of your Super EZA characters. This is by far the easiest stage to farm. And then you can go on over to the shop and use your, what are they called? I already forgot. The reward tickets. You can exchange these for, you know, characters and items that you cannot obtain in-game anymore. So if there's, like, a wallpaper from a previous celebration that you missed out on, or if there's, like, a reward character from one of those celebrations, anything like that, you can go ahead and pick it up. I'm going to start farming this probably tonight. and farm out, you know, pretty much everything in this shop. I already have a lot of the characters. Like, I don't need this Goku right here. You know, I already have a copy of him in my box. I don't need, like, this Goku right here either. On Global, we can still farm this guy up, so it's not even that big of a deal. But yeah, like, I already cleared out the characters that I want in here, and I already have all of the wallpapers, but I am still going to farm up a bunch of these reward tickets. That way I can clean out the hidden potential orbs that are in this shop and the keys as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing here soon, is just farming up that stage 1. I'm just going to run it 100 times, you know, get a bunch of these little tickets, and then go clean out this shop here. That's a big to-do list on my priority list right there. And I think that's it from the Baba shop. I don't think there's anything else to do. I guess if you have the 10th anniversary carnival coins, or the festival coins right here, you know, and you haven't picked up your pity character, if you have any that you can get, you know, maybe consider doing that. I don't know if I'd recommend getting, like, Vegeta or Frieza with your pity coins. I think you should probably just let those characters, like, come to you. But if you wanted to pick up, like, Gohan, Vegito, Gogeta, anything like that, I think it would be okay to go ahead and spend your coins here. Remember that the next carnival banner that we're going to get, I think, will be in June? I don't remember. I don't know when the next carnival banner we're going to get is. Maybe July during Tanabata. That might be the next one. I can't remember. But it's going to be a while before we see the carnival coins again, so if there is a character in here that you want to get, you know, maybe consider picking them up. But the Dokkan Fest coins, you know, we'll see those again in, I guess, also July. That's probably when both of these characters are going to come back. But anyway, I don't think there's anything else in here that you guys really need to worry about too much. I guess if you want to spend some coins and pick up a character, be sure to do that. That's kind of on you if you just decide you want to pick up one of these characters. Remember that Tech UI Goku is coming back to the shop in a few days for the first time. So if you're at like 500 coins and you're like, oh man, do I want Beast or do I want Tech UI? You know, just remember that Tech UI is coming out in like 16 days or so back to the shop. So if you really want Tech UI and he's like your top priority character to pick up with coins, and you only have like 500 right now, just remember that if you spend him now, he's coming back for Saiyan Day, and if you really want him, that's where you're going to be able to pick them up. So just kind of some reminders in here, nothing too crazy to really talk about. You know, make sure you spend your currency, all that good stuff. As far as events and things that you need to be clearing and things that we need to do here, make sure that you get all of your EZAs and Super EZAs done. That's going to be really important. You know, like the LR Super Saiyan 4s are maybe the best unit in the game. I think they're probably the best unit in the game. The LR Gods are right there with them. They're also incredible. This Grade 8 Vegeta is like a top 5 or top... Well, I don't know if he's top 5, but he's like top 6 through 10 unit in the game. Namek Goku is... I mean, that's free stones right there. Frieza's pretty good. He's going to be solid on villain teams if we start getting more villain, you know, characters in the game. The Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is okay. You know, just be sure you get the Super EZA done. Tech Cell is incredible. Absolutely make sure you get his Super EZA done. STR Gogeta is a really nice support. Make sure you get his Super EZA done. Janemba, again, same thing. This guy's going to be solid on villain teams. Make sure you get him picked up. AGL Vegito's pretty good. Buhan is, again, probably the best TUR in the game at the moment. Him or Glorio probably is just, like, this guy is so oppressive with his damage and everything. It's just absolutely insane. But yeah, there's a ton of other EZAs and events and things in here, so if you haven't done those, just make sure you get them done. This is a huge influx of stones. I think there's a pretty good chance that for Saiyan Day this year, we get maybe, like, Super Saiyan, well... Ultra Vegeta 1. I think we get probably Ultra Vegeta 1 for Saiyan Day this year to capitalize on the Daima hype. So be sure, you know, to get your stones ready because, you know, I have to imagine that a lot of you are not sitting at a huge surplus of stones at the moment. And, you know, if you're missing any of these EZAs, this is a good way to just easily jumpstart your account and get, you know, ahead on the next celebration. Or even just maybe get, like, the last 50 stones that you need to do your last YOLO multi and try to get, you know, Gogeta or something like that. So be sure you get all of your EZAs done. Every EZA that has ever come out, I believe, is active right now. So do not miss out on your chance to get caught up on these, and especially the Super EZAs like Buhan and Tech Cell. Those guys are incredible. They're worth having in your box. They're going to help you whenever Battlefield comes back and is really crazy. So be sure to get these EZAs done. This is the best way if you're like a new player to improve your account, right? just getting all these old characters, like their updated passives and everything like that, it'll make your box just so much stronger. Like even a character like Namek Goku, who isn't the craziest in some of these new fights, is going to be a really helpful character in other events and missions that they release later down the line, and like Battlefield and things like that. So you do want to make sure you get this guy's easy aid, because even if he's not like a top 10 overall unit in the game, he's still very helpful, and just him being better makes your box better. So be sure to get him done. Over here in the story tab, we do have the Training in the Clouds event. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing where this is just the new best link leveling stage. I do not know, but be sure you get this done. It does drop the Proof of Mastery item that you can exchange at the Baba's shop. I don't think mine shows up because I completely cleaned out that shop, but make sure you do that. There is a lot of really good equipments and rewards and things like that that you can get from this shop. Plus, this is the best link leveling stage for actually getting your characters link leveled. So if your, LR Super Saiyan 4s aren't link leveled, if your Big Bad Bosses characters aren't link leveled, your Thirst for Conquest characters, your Majin Buu characters, all these characters that get a ton of value from links, this is the time to take them into this event and get their link levels up, right? Highly, highly, highly recommend that you guys get into this right now and, get that Proof of Mastery, get all those done. This is just going to strengthen your box even more, getting all your characters as high link leveled as you can. Again, just link leveling your characters is a huge deal. And then that Proof of Mastery, the items that you can get from the shop are incredible. So be sure that you do this event and you get this done as much as possible before it goes away. We don't have the timer on it right now that says when it's going away, so it's up for a little bit right now. But just be sure that you do this as much as you possibly can. Anytime you have excess stamina, just go throw it into this event. There is never a reason why you shouldn't just close out of the app, like, with stamina, right? Like, right now I have 97 stamina. I might as well just, like, hop in here and do a run. I'm not going to because this is a video, and I'm trying to get you guys just some checklist items to do before the anniversary goes away. But definitely, anytime you have excess stamina, just go throw it into this event, get your characters link leveled, and just roll with it, okay? Right down here, the Tales of the Super Warrior. Be sure to farm these up. So Dragon Ball Z Edition is where you can get the new free-to-play Trunks. At the moment, they haven't announced an EZA for him, so maybe they're not going to. I'm a little surprised by that, but we'll see. But, be sure to get him farmed up. You don't know when you're going to need him in the future, so just go ahead and get him farmed up right now. There's going to come a celebration later down the line, and they're going to say, all right, you got to have this Trunks in order to do it. And then everybody in the comments is going to be complaining like, oh, how can they expect us to farm up these free-to-play characters? And then they're going to be so mad that they didn't just farm this guy up right now while they had the free time to do it. So be sure you're getting this guy done. And then right here, you can get EX equips for him to just throw on the character for free. So definitely get those equipped onto him. Then we have some other ones right here. So these just give wallpapers, not the biggest deal right here. But there are some resources and things that you can farm from this event. So hop in, just finish these up. They give you stones. You have to finish these anyway to get all of your rainbow tickets for your extra summons that you can do. So you guys might as well just hop in and just do these, because you do need to complete them just for the rainbow tickets. They're easy, they're free stones. Be sure to hop in and get these done. The GT edition is the same as the Super edition. They just give wallpapers, nothing too crazy. But again, you need to get them done for your rainbow tickets. So if you haven't done your rainbow ticket summons and you still have these missions sitting around, be sure to just come in here and get these done. I mean, each stage is like 15 stages, so we're talking like, 30-ish stones just from doing nothing, just from doing a little story event. So get that done. The Dragon Ball edition is where you can farm up Demon King Piccolo. If you haven't seen my guides, go check those out. Again, I don't know if this guy is going to EZA. I assumed he was going to, but they haven't announced it yet, so I'm a little surprised. But he is still, he's really good as a villain character. He's one of the better free-to-play LRs that we've gotten in a long time. I am very happy with what they did with this guy. And even if he's not going to EZA during the celebration, he's still a really valuable, villain character unit. And I believe he is a demonic power support character. And if you guys watch Daima, you know that we've got some demonic power characters coming. So, whenever they release that LR Goma, and this guy's, working really well with them, I'm just saying, you'll wanna have this guy around for that team. So, be sure to get this guy farmed up. Again, he also does have exclusive skill orbs. It's a free 30 stones, and you get a pretty good LR out of it as well. So, highly recommend you guys get this guy. He's really, really good. And then I believe that's it from the story modes. That's all we have at the moment. In the growth tab, we do have the Master It, the Dream Technique. If you guys are not doing this, you should have been. This does, if you complete it, I believe, 3 times. Basically, if you do the event 3 times, well, I mean, it was actually, what, like 9 times? But each time the event was around, you could run it 3 times. So after you did it 3 weeks in a row, then you got a free link level run. So hopefully you guys were keeping up with this and doing it every week as it became available, because if you did this, you got a free link level run. If you are just starting right now, I don't know if you're going to have time to do it, because it takes a total of 21 days, right, in order to get this done. So if you have not done it at all this entire celebration, and you're starting right now for the first time, I don't know if you'll be able to get your free link level run out of it, but you'll still be able to pick up a bunch of these keys. So if they ever do one of these in the future again, you'll already have some keys started on it, which is nice. But I don't think they're going to leave this event up for like another 3 weeks. So if you're starting it for the first time, like today, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to be able to get all the keys from the missions, because you can only do it 3 times per week. But it's still good to do it, because it does give really good link level rates. So hop in, get your characters link leveled, and just go ahead and grab as many keys as you possibly can. Hopefully you guys are doing this every day during the celebration. This was part of the daily events right here. Once per day, you could hop into this event and get skill orbs for Earth Protecting Heroes or Successors, depending on if you went to the Goku path or the Vegeta path. Let me know which path you guys went to more, and let me know if you guys got any good medals from this, but hopefully you guys were doing this every day. Again, there were missions associated with doing this event like every day, so hopefully you've cleared out the shop here. Anytime we get free equips, it's nice, but you did have to do this a total of 25 times, which is, again, about 3 weeks. It's actually a little bit over 3 weeks. But hopefully you guys were able to take advantage of this and get equipments throughout the celebration. You know, free equipments are nice, especially if you're a new player and you just don't have a huge stockpile from the old chain battle days. That's going to be a huge, huge deal for you guys. The God level intensive training, that's just a normal daily. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. None of the rest of this matters. I guess if you need potential orbs, you know, be sure that you're hopping in and doing this every day as well. You know, it's just free orbs. Other than that, I would say even if you didn't get the characters from the celebration that you wanted, be sure to go in and farm up their medals before their Dokkan events go away. It's not the biggest deal ever, but right now, you know, it's up every day, so you might as well just go ahead and pre-farm the medals. If you don't have them, you might as well just do that. There's a bunch of Extreme Z areas and challenge events and things like that right now, so I would just say scroll through this Awakening tab, and if there's anything in here that you don't have done, be sure to do it now. This isn't high priority though. That's just some extra stuff that you can do. The challenges right here, the only one that I think is going to be timed is the burst mode, so be sure you do this before it goes away. It's not that difficult. Red Zone, this is actually kind of really disappointing that they gave us this instead of the GT Red Zone boss rush. I was really looking forward for a potential GT Red Zone boss rush, and it doesn't seem like they're going to do that. There's still a chance that tonight they announce it, but if they're just going to do this burst mode kind of sucked. I'll be honest with you. Like, I didn't think it was very fun. So let me know what you guys think about this burst mode right here, but, you know, be sure to get it done before it goes away. It's not that difficult. And then again, there's the Dokkan Chronicles event. We already talked about that. Be sure to do it. 10th anniversary battle. This should just be a permanent event now, at least until next anniversary. So be sure to hop in here and get your skill orbs done. The missions here are kind of annoying. I think the super bosses one is the one that people were having the most trouble with. If you guys want me to do a guide on that super bosses mission, let me know. But otherwise, I didn't really have too much trouble with any of the other missions. I did put up a short on my Corroded Body and Mind run, and I showed my team there. That way you guys can see what team I used to do it. And I did it no items as well, so... but this is permanent. You don't have to worry about this going away. That's just going to be up for at least the next year, so you've got time to do that. You've got time to build up your box and things like that. Again, same thing with Supreme Magnificent Battle. That's not going away. Like, none of these events are going away. So I don't think there's anything time-sensitive in here that you really have to worry about. So just hop in and get it done. The only one that's time-sensitive is this GT Burst mode right here. And I think that about covers it, you know. That is the celebration. We do have this 10th anniversary friend summon. If you guys have not gone through and burned your friend points right here, be sure to do that. This is a great way to get Kai's, Zinni, the free-to-play LRs if you don't have these guys. They're not very good anymore, but, you know, you can at least pick them up. Just get them done, right? But you can at least get Kai's and Zinni. That's probably the best thing that you can get from here. So be sure to burn your friend points here if you have not done that yet. Again, we do have the tickets, so make sure that you've used all of your tickets from this celebration. The rainbow tickets, the tickets they gave away, you know, these tickets right here. I don't know that I've used any of these. I might have done like one summon on this banner. Maybe. But overall, like, I don't think I've done too many summons on this, but you guys definitely should. I mean, I actually can use characters on here. I might do a stream later, just burning all of these at the end of the celebration. So maybe right before this banner goes away here in about a week or so. I guess like 10 days from now. I'll hop in here once we have all of our tickets and just go ahead and burn them all. And just, we'll see what we get. Because I know I can use copies of Bulma, I can use copies of Coquette, and I can use copies of Mai. So all three of these characters I can use right here. And I think there are several other banner units that are on this, just unfeatured, that I can also use. So I probably will hop in here and do some summons on this banner, just in hopes of picking up characters that I can actually use. But anyway, other than that, you know, use your tickets if you need to. And I think that about covers everything. So let me know what you guys thought about the 10th anniversary. I will say overall, I think this did end up being like the best celebration in Dokkan ever. The amount of content that they had was actually almost annoying. Like, I felt like there for a while, every single day that I was logging into Dokkan, there was something else to do. Like, I don't know how people during this celebration could say, oh, there's nothing to do. Like, literally every day or every other day we were getting a data download. It was insane, the frequency that they were dropping content in this celebration. If you wanted to say that some of the characters were disappointing, I would agree with you. Like, I think the base form Frieza is really bad. I'm not the biggest fan of Vegeta. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is consistent, but I definitely think he could have been better. He's not like a showstopper. He's just kind of like a safe, consistent run on teams. He's not really doing anything. That Gohan I go really back and forth on. I wouldn't even say he's mid. I just wouldn't say he's elite. You know, he's like a B+. Like, he's good. He's great. Like, he's not special. You know, he's not like getting into Harvard, but, you know, he's just really, really good, and he's going to be a reliable guy. So I give him like a B+, which is good, because I give like Vegeta a C, like an even C, and I give like Frieza C-. Now, Frieza's tough because Frieza exchanges into Goku, who's also like a B+. Like I really like that in Goku, but anyway, we're getting off topic a little bit. I will probably drop a top 10. I might do a stream going over it and discussing it with you guys and just seeing what you think. Maybe next weekend I'll do a stream going over the top 10. Because I think by then we should have a full picture of the anniversary, you know, all the characters that dropped, all the EZAs, all the events, everything like that. So maybe next weekend I will do a stream, and we'll do a full recap, and we will do like a top 10 ranking live. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to do your Purunga summons. Don't forget to spend all your free currency, everything like that. Thank you guys all for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to catch you guys next time.